There was a legitimate concern that reopening schools was going to lead to an overall bump in COVID cases, but that hasn't really happened on any noteworthy scale, if at all. That's not to say schools aren't seeing COVID cases. The state does give weekly updates on that, and as of October 27th, 274 schools in Connecticut reported at least one case in the 7 days prior. But out of those 274, only 2 of them reported more than 5 cases in that time. The Emma Hart Willard School in Berlin had 6, and Cesar Batalla School in Bridgeport had 10. So in other words, no big school-related outbreaks. Granted, it helped that schools started reporting data on September 1st, right around the peak of the Delta wave. In other words, cases were about to start declining anyway. So if school openings affected the numbers at all, maybe it was just to delay the decline, and if so, only by a couple of weeks. I say that because this is the total number of student cases reported each week, and you can see it did, starting on September 1st, rise for 2 straight weeks. It then peaked at just under 900 on September 15th, and it's been in a decline ever since. If you break out those numbers by vaccination status, the curve looks about the same when it comes to the unvaccinated here in orange. Not a surprise, because a large majority of school students can't get the vaccine yet. Now, when we look at just school staff, we see a similar picture when you look at the overall picture. Cases peaked at about 140 on the same date, September 15th. The important things to note here, the same steady decline over the last 6 weeks. And also notice we're still talking about smaller overall numbers at just over 140 instead of 900. That's in big part because there are far fewer teachers than students, but it's also because school staff is highly vaccinated. So much so that, paradoxically, the majority of staff cases are breakthrough cases. In fact, almost 3/4 of them were on September 15th. These are the fully vaccinated cases. These are unvaccinated. Again, almost 3/4 of them on September 15th. But that was the only time so far that the overall number of breakthrough cases in staff even went as high as 100, and it only hit 101. I'm Tim Lammers, Fox 61 News.